Yo, yo, we're good. Mic check, mic check. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get to it. I think Zay's had enough. How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys.
He not showing up. It's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, he said nose goes and then just dipped the whole space. What's going on, guys? It is Monday. Lakers back in action. Quick shout out to the Dan for holding it down. I just came back from a trip. PTO, as some coaches like to call it. Appreciate Rome, Zay for holding it down, and James, thanks for showing up participation. We appreciate it. But yeah, Lakers back in action again. We did go on the road, 3-game road trip. Barely won in Utah last night. Back-to-back situation. We are in Minnesota tonight. The Lakers unfortunately fall to the Minnesota Timberwolves in somewhat embarrassing fashion. Obviously, to note, back-to-back, no Austin Reeves tonight in this one. But really just a really slow, slow, steady kind of game. Nothing Minnesota was doing that was too explosive, but it was a continuous 11-point, 14-point game deficit where you felt like if LeBron and AD, like they always normally do, could just get it going and spark a run with some corner threes and kick out threes to Dalton or someone, this game could be within reach. Everyone felt that way because Minnesota wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. And it just never got to that point. Another pretty bad and forgettable LeBron game, extremely forgettable Anthony Davis game as well. To be fair, and just not our night whatsoever. AD finishes with 12 and 11, 4 of 14 shooting in 32 minutes. LeBron 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists in 30 minutes, 4-16 shooting for him. The Stars go 8 for 30 from the field, 8 for 30 from the field. LeBron 0 of 4 from 3, AD 0 of 2 from 3, and that's just not going to get it done versus anyone. Rui with 10 and 4 in 29 minutes. D'Angelo Russell with 20 points, the high man for the Lakers tonight, 33 minutes. 5 assists for him, 8 of 12, 4 threes. Dalton Connect, no-go tonight, only 6 points, no threes, 0 for 5 from the field in the start for Austin Reeves in 27 minutes. Gabe with 5, Christie with 5, Traore with 4, Reddish with 2 points, Maxwell Lewis with 4, and Koloko in garbage time with 2 as well. So no one really got it going. And I wasn't lying when I said this was nothing spectacular for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert, 17 and 12, Randall, 18 and 5, Anthony Edwards tonight, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 of 13 shooting for Anthony Edwards as well. So the best 3 players in this game tonight just did not produce like their normal selves. And we, 2 against 1, we came out short, and they came out victorious. Balance scoring, Nickeil Alexander-Walker 15 for them, Naz Reid 15, DiVincenzo 11 off the bench for the Wolves, and the Wolves get a easy win in Minnesota and a real disappointing one. Lakers have lost 5 of their last 7 now, and that winning streak, as good as it was looking, time is looking bleak right now. And a lot of takes are flying on the TL. We're just laughing on stream about it. And the overreactions and the frustrations people have with what's going on. And this space can either go really quick or going sideways really fast, which is why Coach James was excited for this one. But we'll get into all you guys' takes, what you guys think should happen at this point on, what needs to change. And it's good to be back. We go to Miami, I believe, on Wednesday, and then go to Atlanta on Friday for the remaining schedule. But I'm gonna start with Coach James. Coach James, your thoughts on the night? Lakers losing this one. Go ahead.
Welcome back, Shub. It's been about 2 weeks.
10 days.
Thank you for returning to your job, brother. It's
10
been
days.
10 days.
You got that password for this account?
What's the weekend, by the way?
How many spaces you
Greyhound
hosted?
got me, bro. I ain't got a host. I'm here. But now, to the game, though, I was saying it the entire time. The fact that it was a 10-point game, 9-point game, while folks were shitting the bed, I just couldn't believe the game was that close. Dalton literally didn't play well. Braun wasn't playing well. AD wasn't playing well. I don't even know how that shit was a game to begin with. It was only D'Lo and Rui, I guess, playing well. and they kind of stuck in the game longer than I thought they would. But obvious takeaways from the games, bro. Niggas shit the bed today. Period. I mean, folks can make themselves feel better by saying it was a back to back in Minnesota, schedule loss. I don't care about that shit, bro. It's a back to back. You still got to show up to the game, but niggas just didn't play well, bro. Your stars combining for, I think, what, 7 or 28?
8 for 30, yeah.
8 for 30? That's even worse. That shit. Eight for 30 is crazy. Somebody gotta visit Kyle Corver, bro, because this shit is crazy. Braun tied this dude in 3 points made all time. He hasn't made it 3 in 5 games. Like Kyle Corver, just let him pass you, please. But that shit is nasty. Braun's struggling mighty, bro. The turnovers are high again. His jump shot is fucking broken right now. The whole he's watched takes, bro. I mean, y'all can get him off, bro. He's struggling right now, so I think he got to figure his way out of it, and I think he will. But there's no point. Oh my god, 93-yard touchdown, Knicks. But yeah, there's no point in trying to defend anything tonight. He was just bad tonight. I can't even find an area of the game you played did something well today. You didn't play make well. You didn't score well. The defense was non-existent. I mean, we didn't do shit as a team. AD, bro, I thought he had a good first quarter. I don't know what the fuck happened the rest of the game, bro. I think AD has 7 points first quarter. He finished with 12. Like AD getting outscored by Gobert. This is a matchup he's owned forever. So AD struggling tonight was kind of surprising, bro. Like, he usually feasts on his matchup. So our stars combined for 8 to 30. I mean, there's no predicting that type of shit, bro. Both of them just being equally bad. I mean, we're not winning any game with that shit. So, bro, since that Orlando game, bro, they've been kind of shaky. I mean, I'm not going to the extent that TL is going, where they're saying don't bother making roster moves because your stars look like this. I'm not there with it, bro. He still improved the team. I still believe both of them are still superstars in this league. They just in a rut right now and they're struggling, and I think they will figure it out. But I mean, hopefully they can figure it out soon because this road trip is gonna be tough all the way throughout, bro. So we play a lot of games coming up, like a lot of 4 and 5 nights back to back. So both of them got to figure it out, bro. I don't think it's just one star. I mean, niggas can try and focus on Braun saying he's old and look washed, bro. AD playing like he 38 too. So both of these niggas got to figure it out, bro. They're both struggling right now.
Ah,
Yeah, they both look ass right now. So figure it out, bro. But good thing they won that Utah game yesterday, bro. Because you blew that Utah game yesterday, shit looking real shit mountains worse now. Because you blow that Utah game and lose to Minnesota, now you just dropped 2 straight games. So thank you for winning the first night of the back to back. But to the rest of the team, Dalton's kind of had a tough 2 game stretch, bro. Like his shot's not falling. He's getting good looks. I'm not too worried about a rookie. I'm hoping it's not a rookie wall, which is kind of a cliche, but Dalton been kind of struggling past 2 games. I thought D'Lo a funny ass nigga, bro. Like I swear the time when we needed this nigga to actually play when the stars actually looked great, you were struggling. Now the stars are complete shit. And now D'Lo is playing his best basketball of the season, bro. Like it's fucking crazy. He's been playing very good basketball for the past few games. So shout out D'Lo. He was probably the only nigga that showed up tonight. Him and Rui, if I'm not mistaken. So I think D'Lo is playing well. After that, bro, it's not really much takeaways from this, bro. You niggas got your ass whooped by like 30. Bro, Ain't didn't even play well. But that shows the difference in the rosters, bro. Like if your stars don't play well, other niggas step up and fill that void. But if both of your stars go 8 for 40, bro, shit tough, bro. So I don't know. Not many takeaways from this. They just gotta figure it out. The long term takes people want to have saying Braun is washed or this is last season. I'm not gonna go there with it. I mean, niggas can. If niggas want to push agendas today, that's fine. I'm not gonna be defending this shit on the TL. That nigga, brother, your ass right now. You gotta figure it out. So good luck.
appreciate it, James. For all the Coaches Den day ones, we were laughing about like we wanted to space, obviously, and so we were just joking about the title of the space. This
Yes.
title is very, very clickbait. This was done on purpose. So for all the day one coaches, then we're not obviously. You can tell in our tone we're not over exaggerating.
But we're not saying trade the stars.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah,
Like,
we're
y'all can
not. You
relax.
can hear it in our tone.
Zay not being here is funny as shit.
It's funny
Like,
as hell.
Zay is a fucking fraud, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
he
there's no way
literally
you're
is, bro.
not here.
This
Zay
dude
is
just
a
dipped.
fraud. Hey,
But this is
they got us on playback watching our space. They said
exactly. I know.
that shit called Coaches Didn't Crash Out, bro.
Crashes out. That was the purpose.
Yeah,
We
no
titled
one
the
crashing
space.
out.
Yeah, with no one crashing out.
not as well
So
as
you played
crashing out.
yourself.
Chasing
You
wins.
played
I need
yourself.
y'all niggas and Chasing Wins, bro. Come, like, leave the playback, go into the
Pull
space.
up, bro.
Run these viewers, run the listeners up, man.
Y'all niggas forgetting y'all on a 4-game
Pull up,
losing
man.
streak.
Pull up.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Imagine
man.
playbacking and screen sharing a fucking Twitter space. That's so insane to me,
I'm
bro.
cool with it. I'm cool with it. Like, but
No,
just
obviously we love the publicity, bro. You know we're
I'm
there.
saying, like, pull up, like, give us more listeners, bro.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
That's
it'll be
that's
fun.
where I'm at with it.
Well, the title already did that.
Pull up, man.
So
Come pull up.
you
If
could
y'all
just help
pull
us
up,
even more.
I'll really crash out for y'all, bro. I don't have the energy to crash out right now. I'm not really
Yeah,
concerned about
Rome needs the motivation. That's crazy.
Yeah. I need something to be mad about.
But no, James, we appreciate it. I think, yeah, there's a lot to discuss and stuff, but we're all kind of like even. Like I think we said a few days ago. What more is there to crash out about? We were discussing this internally. But yeah, I think they got to figure it out. I think the excuse Rome's going to dive into it, everything, but I think it's very naive of people saying, "Oh," and these takes are on the TL right now. Oh, the way LeBron and AD playing right now, if I'm the front office, why would I go all in for this?
I mean, if you think Brown and AD are 12-point per game guys on shit officials, I mean, you got it, bro. That's your opinion,
just
bro.
your
It's just
opinion.
fucking
Yeah.
stupid. They're clearly
You're just an idiot.
They're just in a rut
Just
right
trade
now.
them.
I mean,
That's
figure it
Yeah,
out.
just trade him if you truly believe it.
Matter of fact, just trade them. I actually agree.
Yeah.
Trade niggas, man.
We've been saying that for a
punish
while.
them and send them to the Knicks.
It just
trade both, bro.
it doesn't make sense to me how y'all like people can for the last 2-3 years, LeBron and Anthony Davis are the best duo in the NBA. You like, pound your chest like saying that year in and year out. And then because of a stretch like this, when they're not the best duo in the NBA, we're not able to win games because they're not being the best duo in the NBA. How does that say something on them and not the guys around them? Because Rome has done it countless times. James has done it countless times. Literally go through every duo in the NBA and how teams are still able to win games when their stars are below average. Because that's the makings of a good team. But the one time, 1 week or 10 days where LeBron and AD are not superhuman or above average, bro, because 27, 8 and 8 is not normal. 31 and 11 is not normal. Is not normal. These guys were all NBA first team for a reason, bro. Because that's not normal on the same team. So 2 top 10 guys on the same team is not normal. So when you look at these other duos and shit like that, when they have better 3 through 9s and they're able to win, that same remorse is not given to us. That same thing is not given to us. Like, why do we look at the 3-9? Let's look at the guys who should always be at the height of their powers because they're quote unquote the best duo of the NBA. It just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, you guys have been brainwashed by the front office and brainwashed by what you have the pleasure of watching, which is the best duo in the NBA. And now that they've taken maybe a little step off from their 2021 years or whatever you want to call it, we shouldn't be blaming them because they've gotten us this far. So it's just crazy. I mean, you can call us player stands or whatever it is, but it's like it's more of an indictment of what's surrounding them, and it's just more bail for the front office that we've told you, coach after coach has been the issue when we try to get upgrades. So that's just my take on it. It's another thing. But Rome, I'll let you have the floor, bro. Your thoughts on everything.
Is it on me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, bro. I was talking to playback.
No, you straight.
While I'm here, I'll say this first. If you guys aren't with us, join us on playback. We'll be on playback watching all the games so you guys can see our live reactions and how we feel. We like to watch a lot of the games. One of the reasons why we haven't spaced as much is that after the Lakers games, a lot of times we like watching the other games on playback and kind of talking about what we watch. So pull up on playback with us, bro. We really be tapped in. I have my own little segment I like to do too. We call it Sicko Hoops, and it's literally just around the NBA shit, watching all the other games around the league, non-Laker games, usually on the off days and stuff like that. So, yeah, bro. If you guys are not in our playback, We're very, 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 very active on there. So feel free to pull up, bro. Especially if you're a Laker fan. Like it's genuinely we're talking Laker basketball like 24/7, even on the off days. So yeah,
Yep.
pull up on us. But anyway,
Link to join is in the bio of this account, by the
yes,
way.
sir. Yeah,
Just
pull
go
up.
to it. Just go to this
Click on
account.
Coaches Day in the profile, and you guys can join from there. Super easy.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, as for the game, it's really simple. They're undermanned and off a back to back on the road. It's really that simple. I don't really know what else to say. Here, I'll do it for you guys. Here, where is it? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what to say. The niggas, you niggas are doing the whole father time shit. I mean, that's fine. Again, it's a back to back, man. Like, was Anthony Edwards on a back to back? Does anyone know?
Let me find out.
Because that
I don't
nigga
think.
was just as shit as the rest of these stars.
No, he wasn't.
So he
No, it
wasn't on a back
wasn't.
to back. He just played like shit. Okay. So yeah, I think Shub kind of encapsulated it best. Like I think Anthony Davis, the way he started this season, I think it tricked a lot of people. And I'm not saying it from an AD standpoint. I'm saying it from the standpoint of like you guys thought that because AD was averaging 30 a night, giving you 30 consistently every single game, and we were squeezing by these games, y'all thought that shit was sustainable. And I'm on probably the 20th time where I've tried to tell you guys that this shit was never sustainable, bro. Like, never at any point did I watch the Lakers play basketball and thought to myself, oh, yeah, they could do this for an entire season. Yeah, AD go give me 35 and 12 and give me 2 blocks, and yeah, we'll win every game. And I think that's the problem with the Lakers fan base right now. I don't know if Rob Pelinka is just finessing y'all niggas, like, mentally, or you niggas just think that every player that's on the Lakers has to be perfect every night, but it's getting pretty nasty that we can actually have games where our stars don't play well. And instead of looking at this flawed ass roster that we all know is flawed, that we've all been lobbying for trades for 2 seasons now, you guys would rather just blame the stars. And look, let me be the first to say it. LeBron is playing dog shit right now. Awful. Nigga can't shoot. Nigga's careless with the fucking ball. He's been decent defensively, but he's been so poor offensively that it really doesn't even matter. Just been terrible. Anthony Davis, any physical big that we've been running into lately at this portion of the season, you're going to get an AD stinker. Playing absolutely terrible. Hasn't been the same monster defensively he's been honestly, throughout his career. Just doesn't feel like he's physically imposing, not asserting himself in the game he goes extended stretches without trying to take a game over. He's not even getting the ball. He doesn't seem like sometimes he feels like he didn't want the ball when he gets it. Just kind of going through the motions. But again, these guys they both look bad. Okay, they both played absolutely terrible today. The reality of the NBA is that it's an 82 game season, and these niggas are not gonna give you 30 every night. You know why we talk about players' averages? Because it's a fucking average. That means some nights you're gonna go above that average, and some nights you're gonna be below it. Some nights AD might give you 16 and fucking 9. And other nights he's gonna give you 45. And the same goes for LeBron James. And the same goes for every star. The irony of this game, the irony of you guys choosing this game to shit on these stars and say, are they even good enough to win a championship? Nigga, we got blown out by Anthony Edwards, who gave us a whopping 8 points. Not a soul is talking about that. Anthony Edwards, 20. We lost by 30. The nigga had less than 10. But again, it all comes down to the idea that if the stars aren't good enough night to night, then it is what it is. And I'll be the first to tell you, bro, if Braun and AD are going to play this bad, you're not going to win games. We've seen this shit. We've seen this movie for years now. We don't have that type of roster where these guys can afford to have nights off. But guess what? That's the fucking problem for the 15th time. That is the primary issue with this team, is that you have Two superstars. And if they are not superstarish every single game, you are in deep shit, bro. That's the issue. That's been the issue. That's what niggas have been asking for. Hey, can we make a sustainable roster where the stars don't have to be Superman and Batman every night? Are they max players? Is it their job to be amazing? Absolutely. Absolutely. But Jesus Christ, man. It took these niggas to play bad on a back-to-back for y'all to talk about picks? Who are you niggas, man? Y'all talking about draft picks? 5 years from now? Are you niggas even gonna be watching this team 5 years from now?
No.
Like, be serious, bro. A lot of you niggas haven't been watching the Lakers for 5 years. Worried about
Cap.
fucking picks, bro. That's how I know this front office got y'all niggas brainwashed, dude. Literally turning y'all niggas brain dead. Every fucking night, these niggas don't play well. Man, is it even worth it, man? I don't even know. There's no way y'all care about picks in 2024. You niggas are fans of the current team. And a lot of you niggas probably aren't going to be fans of that team in 2019, 2031. So let's just be for real when we try to do this whole sweeping generalization shit after every fucking game. Let me say it one more time before y'all misconstrue my words. LeBron has been absolutely fucking dog shit. And AD is not looking like a fucking MVP anymore. That MVP shit is gone. Shit died when we lost to Denver, bro. Shit probably died when the nigga missed those free throws. Let me be clear. These niggas look terrible. But at the same time, bro, we are one of the only fucking teams in the NBA where if our stars aren't fucking amazing every single night, we are in deep shit. And that's a problem. And I've been saying it's a problem. Shuv's been saying it. James been saying it. Zay's been saying it. It's not realistic to think these niggas are going to be fucking all NBA every single game. It just doesn't happen. There's no player in the NBA that does it, bro. None. So just like when y'all watch these games, just try to use a little bit more like rationality, bro. Try to be a little bit more logical. Try to apply a little bit more context, bro. Instead of watching these niggas come off, look like shit, and be like, man, they just don't want it, man. This team just doesn't want it, man. Like, seriously, bro. It's getting tired, bro. I feel like I'm saying the same fucking shit over and over every fucking week. And the irony of it, when we were good, when we were on a 6-game winning streak, I told you niggas it wasn't sustainable. And look where we are. So just understand that it is what it is for now. This team's not going to do anything if they don't make moves. So stop fucking tweeting about not doing shit because the stars aren't good enough. Please, for the love of God. Niggas are asking me, is Anthony Davis good enough to win a championship as the number one option? Can the nigga have a championship roster first? Please. Can we give a nigga the championship roster before I judge him off what the fuck I'm saying? Please. Begging. Just try to think more, bro. That's what I'm gonna end this shit off. Just try to think more, bro. Just try to think to yourself. Okay, I just watched Armel Traore play rotation minutes for this team on a back-to-back. I just watched Christian Coloco play rotation minutes on a back-to-back. I just watched Gabe Vincent give me bullshit on a back-to-back.
JHS.
I'm praying and wishing and hoping that a fucking rookie is playing over his head night to night for us to look sustainable, bro. Just think, bro. Use your mind before you just sit here and crash out about the team not being good enough and the stars being like this and all this other. Like, bro, that's what let the front office do that shit, bro. Y'all doing the front office job for them. Seriously. It's weird. Do y'all like the team or not? It's weird. Just please, bro. Just try to fucking try, bro. Just try to think more logically when you watch these games, bro. And yes, The last thing I would say, LeBron James and Anthony Davis are playing like dog shit, and they have to be better. We're not doing shit if these niggas are ass. They have to be better. LeBron James is 40 years old. I get it. Nigga got to play better. Sorry, bro. Play better, nigga. Like, nigga 0 for 15 from 3. I don't give a fuck how old you are, nigga. Anthony Davis. I thought you dominated Rudy Gobert. Nigga, you what the, that nigga outplayed you. Again, I'm not worried about the stars. Niggas got to be better. Not worried about the stars. I'm worried about what this fucking GM's going to do. And if he can provide an actual, any type of real support so these niggas can maybe try and contend, bro. Because right now, that was never going to fucking happen based off what this was, no matter how good an AD and LeBron play.
I completely agree. Appreciate it, Rome. Yeah, it's just frustrating. Yeah, bro, not more can be said, bro. It's just the calculus being done over a bad stretch. Like, I feel like this is so common. Like, everyone puts their first take hat on, wants to be Skip Bayless. It's like, well, if you take a look back at it, if you take a step back, is it really worth using our assets? We do this every year. Y'all become Rob Pelinka. This is how the brainwashing happens. And the excuses like start from them not doing their job. Is it really worth expending our assets? And then we sit around and do nothing. The biggest travesty and the biggest, like, literally catastrophe in our sport happened this offseason when we absolutely made zero moves. And that just, like, we got over it because we hired a new coach, JJ Redick, who was young and fresh and cutting edge and shot a lot of threes and wanted to shoot a lot of threes and make Anthony Davis the hub of an offense. We did absolutely nothing. And we are sitting here with the same record as Darvin Ham, the worst coach to ever grace human earth, had through 21 games. So Rome is right. The thinking process has to be there. We're going to read some quotes. AD, I don't think he has anything they did, especially defensively. We were just bad offensively. It's looking more and more like not an aberration or whatever from JJ Redick. JJ Redick said he would like to see more body and ball movement from the Lakers offensively. I did not see a lot of movement tonight. It looked a lot of stagnation, especially in that late second quarter, third quarter. They didn't want to be there. Forget, like, just singling out LeBron and his shots not going in. Nobody wanted to be there. Everyone was just standing around. Nobody took a leadership role, like, to get after the basketball. I only saw credit to Rui for a few of those stretches. I thought Rui did phenomenal, like, getting back to 2023, like him cutting at the right spot when the ball was at the elbow, getting a few backdoor cuts and trying to make himself active. But other than that, I didn't see anything from the guys with Austin Reeves out. D'Lo hitting perimeter shots. That was pretty much it. 12-9, 5-6 on the road. Fewest points, fewest scoring game of the LeBron James era with the Lakers. Fewest for the Lakers since January 22nd, 2017. This is the least amount of points we've scored in 7 years.
No,
7 years. Anthony Davis feels like there's been a lot of randomness, which has led to offensive struggles. I think if we get back to our spacing, then it'll open up the floor to make plays for ourselves and others. But right now, our spacing is bad. LeBron James set a goal of playing all 82 games, but JJ Redick admitted it's probably not in his or the team's best interest. Quote, I think we're measuring the players and we can tell if a guy's running hot or whatever. He does a remarkable job taking care of his body and getting recovery. I don't know if that's in the best interest of him and us if he plays all 82. But if he's feeling well and feeling good, we should play. But we obviously want to manage that as best we can.
Bro, first of all, LeBron, he never set a goal to play 82. He said, if I'm healthy, I'm playing it. He didn't say, oh, yeah, I'm playing 82 games this year. It's like, if I'm healthy, I'm going to be out there for my team. He's been healthy, so he's playing. So I don't think it's a goal of he marked on his calendar, I want to play 82 games this year. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing through injuries. No, he said, if I'm healthy, I'm playing. And niggas not hurt. He just asked.
Yeah, simple as that. But yeah, disappointing, but yeah, no Austin back to back. It's just disappointing. I think I think Rome is right. Like they're on a back-to-back, but like this should be like kind of, I wouldn't say a wake-up call, but just like, bro, like there's still a lot of question marks that we have. And some of them are coming off our bench, which has been question marks the whole fucking year. But loss after loss, especially the trend we've been on, like puts more emphasis on that. It's just gonna make it more and more. And we've crashed out about everything you can possibly crash out about. Like there's nothing really more to say. We're gonna keep uh, sound like a broken record to you guys. So we'll get more quotes in for you guys. Appreciate the patience per usual. We'll get to speakers right now. Jibo, appreciate you waiting. Your thoughts on the game and your thoughts on this team right now. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I think one of my points that I want to kind of bring out, bring up is, I think what's happening with our offense was JJ Redick's a fresh new coach coming out the season, and I think other coaches are starting to get film on him and kind of just being way more aggressive with the off ball movement, which could be leading to why we're so stagnant on offense. And that's just part of proving yourself as a great coach. Like JJ Redick's just gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we can get this offense humming again because um, even last year Darvingham had our offense going. So I expect our defense to really be this bad. It's just really offensively is kind of surprising me right now. How bad we look. I haven't really seen us look this bad since maybe like a year and a half ago, other than playing Denver in the fourth quarter. That's usually offense go to shit right there. But I haven't seen our offense look this bad in a while. So I think JJ Redick just got to figure out what's working and what's not working and stick to that. And it could be that LeBron's in a slump right now, and everybody's saying that he's washed and stuff. I mean, people are just waiting for that stuff. I wouldn't go that far. I would say that I kind of already set my expectations for this team now. Like, I'm not expecting them to be contenders with this roster at all. So, us losing to Minnesota by 25 really doesn't faze me because I to be honest, I expected it. We barely even beat Utah yesterday. I mean, I know we were missing more guys, but I mean, how important do we think Reeves is to this team? I don't think he's a 25-point different. I don't think even if we had Reeves, we beat Minnesota on the back to back with LeBron not making a jump shot in like 5 games. I mean, not the jump shot of 3 in like 5 games. So um, mainly for me is just it's really on Rob Pelinka. Like as much as people said Darvin Ham last year, I always said like, but like, what is Rob doing? Like, is he waiting for another 3-player haul again with like Vando, Beasley, D'Lo type trade, or is he like, what's the wait? Because for me, is even if we get a 3-player haul, like I've been seeing Dennis Schroeder, DFS, and some other center, I still honestly I don't think that we're still contenders. If I'm being honest, that could be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think we're contenders even after that trade. So for me, if we're not going to be contenders with that trade, I will. If LeBron's retiring in the next 2 years, I would try to go after someone like Ingram. And hell yeah, I give up the picks. I really don't care about picks. I care about the team that I watch it now, like one of you guys said. But I feel like that'd be the best move. Give them some picks for Ingram and bring them over, and that way we can turn the page past LeBron when that time comes. I don't think that time's now. Let me say that again. I don't think this is right now, but I do think that LeBron is struggling more than I seen him in a Laker jersey um, in a while, actually. So everybody knows that his time is coming to an end. Like within, I think he signed a 2-year contract with us. Like
Yeah.
he could just say fuck it this summer and move on. Like we don't know. So I think a a star trade will help soften that blow a little bit. Somebody like Ingram, and you can. I don't even care who you give up,
Right.
other than the untouchables.
Yeah. G-Book, real quick,
Which
we're getting quotes in as you speak. LeBron James
yeah,
said he will lean on he will work to get out of his shooting slump. Quote, he'll work to get out of his shooting slump. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, of course he's LeBron. I'm not worried about. I swear I'm not worried about LeBron. It's really Rob Pelinka. That's really what I'm worried about right now. It's about just I don't know. Is it December 15th? Is it a week before the trade deadline? Like we obviously need to move my way as a star, but at the end of the day, he's going to either not trade somebody or get who he gets, and then we just got to deal with it. So that's just how it is. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm gonna leave it on that note. I know I said a lot of shit about AD last phase, and I had said basically that I don't think that he's a scorer, and I still truly believe that. I don't think that you can give AD the ball at the end of the shot clock every time he's gonna go get a great shot for himself. I'm gonna just leave that there. So I think we need to go get another star that can do that, just so when LeBron leaves or whenever he's ready to retire. I'm gonna end it there.
Yeah. Jiva, we appreciate it, dog. And yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys have heard what Rome has to say, but I think what he tweeted and what's going around on the TL, if you're checking your TL, it kind of just sums everything, right? If you're asking the question, what and the kind of the subject we're all talking about here, and what we've been, caping over, and the point we're trying to drive home to the fans, the real fans, is if your thought process is really, is it worth trading the assets and the picks that we currently have if LeBron and AD are clearly not, able to get you there? Like, bro, that is the thinking of the front office, to remain conservative, to give themselves excuses to not do anything. If you guys have noticed, this has been the seesaw line of thinking for the last 2 years now since the Russ trade, that Pelinka and the front office can always, always, always lean on. In every November, December, January, and February, no matter how the team is pacing, because obviously being an inconsistent and mid team that we've been the last 2 seasons, part of inconsistency is being good for an extended period of time and bad for an extended period of time. So every good stretch that we have, it's like, why do I need to move any assets when we're playing so well right now? Like, why, if it ain't broke, why fix it? That's saying, right? And then during the bad stretches, it's like, well, is it even worth expending assets if we're this bad? Like that is the line of thinking the front office wants you to have, so that they stay in solitary and just in the middle of the pack, which is where we're at right now with this insane offense, worse defense, and then it just leaves LeBron and AD. I mean, they're just going to be superstars because they are, but it doesn't change or the improvement of the 3 through 9 that we keep been caping for, that needs to improve if we're trying to extend this championship window. So I think that pretty much encapsulates what we're trying to send a message about. That's how they want you to think as fans, to question whether it's not worth improving the team while we have these two superstars here, bro. I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to like go to a team nightly that's on pace to win 30, 35, 40 games, bro. It's not fun. Bro, I follow Pistons fans on this app for like years that I'm super cool with. And bro, like they don't care about the future, bro. They're just happy to win a Tuesday night game, bro, because they know they're destined to win 22 games. We are going to head there very soon once 23 writes that letter to the Players Tribune and calls it quits. We are headed to projected for 30, 31 win seasons, bro. As soon as 23 hangs it up. Ask yourself as a Laker fan, is that why you became a Laker fan? To look forward to 30, 35 win seasons in August, in September? No, you're probably a Laker fan because you love LeBron James or Anthony Davis or both, or the team. So really think about that. And what the front office is really malpractice, right? As we, we're amazed at the 6-game winning streak, or like 3-0 start, all these highs, something could happen. And then when something goes wrong, everyone just freezes and not doing their job no more. So it's just a lot of frustration. And you can tell in our tone, we're done crashing out about it, bro. It's just that we're repeating the same thing for 3 seasons, bro, on this platform that we've created for you guys. So just something to think about. But I really like Rome's tweet up there. So G-Book, we appreciate it, dog. We're going to get more quotes in for you guys. Oh, Blizzy, go ahead. You were on stream with us the whole game, bro. Your thoughts after the night.
Yo, Tough loss, bro. I mean, like we said, we've been saying this for like beginning of the season. Coming into like expectations with this team, I mean, they look good, but I think just riding the highs kind of got us where we're at. Like, I mean, shit. Let's just talk about the game real quick. Like, we had ass off with Ant, and we still got blown by 30. The dude had 8. You know what the difference was? Their whole roster killed us. Their depth killed us. We didn't have nothing like that. And I mean, just like coming in, like 80 didn't really like we just didn't play with like any kind of urgency. LeBron is just I'm not gonna say he's in a slump or any other thing. I mean, it just could be one of those things too, like y'all are saying. But at the same time, I'm just not gonna overreact. Like the TL, y'all just victory lapping and shit. Y'all can get that. It's cool. But um this team isn't gonna really do anything we want, like we really want to see with our duo. And I still believe this duo is still one of the best if they had a roster surrounding them to actually help them. And the only person you can really blame is the front office. So until things get done, don't really expect nothing out of this team. Just watch the games and don't really write anything too high on it. But I'm not even gonna talk about the game. I'm just gonna talk about what's really going on. For those saying like LeBron washed and stuff, like bro, you guys have to realize the guy is coming off 22, 9 and 8, and he's still averaging that too. Like the dude had 27 and 14. His jump shot is just fried right now. Like this is the first time I think people have really seen him in like a really, really, really bad slump. Like this is like one of those rare things. Like this guy is held to such high excellency and like consistency. It's just not normal for him. So I can see why you guys would freak out, be like this. Like it's just not normal. Like fuck, even Rome, James, everyone here, they'll tell you like it's just not normal. It's just not something no one's ever seen. And I'm not really worried because he's gonna try to work his way out of this. And I know it too. So I feel like you guys shouldn't really get too dumped on that. I think what we should really be more concerned about is just the roster. That's really it. Because I mean, just looking at one of the tweets from like Rome, someone said it's almost like the Stars play better when they're surrounded with better players. Wow, what a concept! I mean, that's how any team would win. You need to surround your stars with a good constructed roster. I mean, look at 2020. We had a defensive identity. Who do we have as our bigs? We don't even have bigs right now. Our roster is literally injured, and even our ass players are injured. So I feel like it helps a bit, but it doesn't change anything as much. Back then, we had JaVale McGee and you had Dwight. Why do you think AD was so fucking good in the bubble? Or just overall that season? Because he had help surrounding him. He's been asking for a big man for years, literally for years. And Rob Pelinka just sits on his ass and doesn't do anything. Like some of these lineups we have to run, even with Darvin Ham and a little bit of JJ. Like we have like LeBron at center. What do you got? What the fuck are we doing? Like some of these fucking tweets, bro, y'all be posting is it's just disgusting, man. It's like, dude, don't expect this duo to get. You could be this is a top heavy duo. You can expect them to play their ass off and be good, but this team isn't going nowhere if they have nothing constructed around them. It's been like this for years, and so we're gonna keep being in dogfight teams with like not good teams like we think, and the good semi to mid good teams. Like today, we just got shit on by 30. Like the Wolves are like a fake bad team, like y'all are saying, and their depth killed us, and their star player didn't even play good today, and I don't hear shit about that. So it's like, dude, don't expect this team to do anything until they make moves. I'm sorry. And when you have low IQ players, one of the worst defenses in the league. Like, bro, there was like a play where Anthony Davis was trying to box out like I think Gobert or I think someone else, and he was literally yelling at Gabe Vincent and Rui to box out. Like, you know how like this is this is just really ridiculous. Um, Trolls one, y'all got that, but I'm not gonna be in over my head about this. You guys probably shouldn't really too. But other than that, tough loss. We'll see what happens Wednesday. and don't expect too much. Until we do something, don't put your standards so high for this team, please.
Definitely agree with all that, Blizzy. Appreciate you, bro. Day one in the stream. Co-sign all that, bro. Expectations are what are expectations at this point? James, they tweeted. I just said in the chat, bro. They tweeted, "Is this the man y'all hating on?" And it's a picture of LeBron, Savannah, the kids, and shit.
Facts.
The
Let
fam,
them
bro.
cook.
Thanks. Quotes are pretty quiet today. I don't think the locker room really want to be talking right now. But LeBron, yeah, straight up quote, "I'm just not good offensively right now." So yeah, does he think he's guarding? That's crazy. But
He
yeah,
actually is. Rome said it too.
worse than AD. But no, yeah,
Is it?
it's a quiet,
No.
it's a quiet. Best,
I'm here, bitch. I can hear you.
absolutely. Best self defender in the league
We didn't
still.
shit on you.
No, yeah, we didn't. We just referenced you. Locker
Bro,
room pretty
where is Zay,
quiet.
bro? You can't not be here.
He's retweeting stuff, but he'll
Like,
be here.
nigga, you in the space.
Zay,
I read his
hey,
retweet.
that nigga Zay is
It's
Zay.
shit.
He's in playback.
I'm not.
Zay's literally in playback.
I know. I'm
He's
not.
Bro,
not. He's not
get
like
in the
on here,
fucking
but he's in the
space.
panel.
I'm not in
Fuck.
position.
Nigga.
Y'all can say I'm not in position to say anything. I took 10 days off, but Zay saying I'm not hosting and then dipping for
Nah,
his
but
face is
Zay
Okay, you
crazy.
don't have
told
to
us. I
host.
mean,
Be here.
Shub told us he was taking time off. Like Shub said, like,
Bro,
hey,
just not here. I'm sorry, that's
I'm
funny.
gonna be gone for this amount of time, so it's fine. Like this nigga Zay, nah,
He said
man.
I'm not hosting, assuming we're all gonna be on, and then just did and took a phone call, probably on
Fake,
WhatsApp or something.
fake.
I heard they do international calls. But yeah. But we're gonna keep it moving. Appreciate everyone's patience. Yeah, no more quotes coming out in the locker room, guys. It's quiet. I don't think anyone wants to talk. I don't know if it's a sense of frustration, just what more you want us to say, but nobody talking after this one. And Austin Reeves isn't suited up, so yeah, we'll keep it moving though. I'm gonna go to Liban. He was in stream with us, bro. Your thoughts on the night? How you feel after everything?
Yeah, man, man, I can't really say much different than the other guys were saying. To be honest, like this is gonna be us. This is gonna be the Lakers every time AD and LeBron don't play like superstars. Don't like you were saying earlier, bro. 31 and whatever AD was having, and like 27 and 7 is just like it's a ridiculous expectation, bro. Because a lot of these guys, a lot of like Luca, for instance. For example, I mean, he started off the season like pretty poorly actually, and he's shooting pretty poorly as well. But they have a really good roster around him that can sort of mitigate, his really off nights. The problem I have with the Lakers is um, they don't have enough like two-way guys who like those guys who just play with energy, like regardless of what your superstars' temperaments are. I feel like with this iteration of the Lakers, with like Rui, D'Lo, and Austin and all them, like it's like LeBron and AD aren't playing well. Oh, we're gonna mail it in too. I feel like that's been their attitude like the last like 3 seasons. Yeah, I mean, bro, we had 8 points and the Lakers we still got the hell beat out of us. So like I just don't understand because it's funny to me. Like 2 weeks ago, when we was it 2 weeks ago when we played the Magic and LeBron had what 37 or whatever he had and AD had like 39, and then
Yeah.
they were the two best things since sliced bread, and they were like, oh my god, we need to make trades. We need to make trades. Like they're so good, and now it's like LeBron is cooked. 2 weeks later, LeBron is done. That's all I'm getting on my TL right now. LeBron is done, and hold on to the picks. It's honestly it's so OD to me. Like Rome was saying earlier, like Rob Pelinka really brainwashed the fuck out of some of y'all. Like it's bro, it's insane. It's utterly insane. Um, yeah, I think honestly, bro, G Book was saying it earlier. I would love like obviously not only a Brandon Ingram type of trade, but you also have to get like some other you know you have to make some other trades as well to sort of balance out the roster. Um, yeah, but I would like to see a trade like that. I think a guy like Bi would spell us nights like this, especially where LeBron, especially like I think like it's like a synergistic thing because like if let's say if you have someone like Bi for instance, and LeBron's having a bad game, um, and AD's having a like a whatever game, he's a guy that could score like 30 to 35 and carry you to a win. Like he's one of those guys, right? So yeah, I mean, bro, yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is gonna be a lot of our nights when LeBron and AD are not superheroes. Expect this kind of thing to repeat, especially when we're playing good teams, and especially like when the schedule is gonna get like a lot more packed in December. We're gonna have like James was saying, those four games in 5 nights, back to backs and shit like that. Um, there's not a lot of rest in between those, so I don't know what people are expecting. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I expect this kind of thing. We're gonna be like a middling team, and also sorry, the last thing I want to say is
Yeah, go ahead.
we're talking about our offensive rating, like the first 3 weeks of the season and how great our offensive rating is. And I was trying to tell people like when AD LeBron come back to earth, so is that offensive rating. The offensive ratings was based on a lot of AD averaging 31 points a game. Like, bro, that is not sustainable at all. So yeah.
I know a lot of things went right. People in the and we do it too. We're fans, like obviously, so we love to see good things happen. But it's hard sometimes for fans to kind of encapsulate, like, hey, like the things we're doing to be so competitive right now, like fifth best record in the league, second in the West, 1 game away for the first seed, 3-0 start, 6 game winning streak. Dalton Connect was playing like the standout rookie of the year, averaging 20, and Anthony Davis was averaging 31 and 12, and the runaway best player in the league. That was a conversation for 5, 7, 10, 14 days. Anthony Davis was playing like the best player in the league. That happened, right? And so when you take a step back and contextualize those two events happening, obviously a lot of success is going to come from that when you essentially have the best player in the league and the best rookie in the league for a short amount of time, right? In the short term. Thus leading to what do we have? A fucking 12-6 record, whatever the high was. So right, yeah. So obviously those things are gonna come back down to earth in the law of averages. Um, and Paul George, obviously, I'm not comparing situation because they're in a worse bind than us. But in
Mhm.
effect, what he was saying is Jared McCain cannot be our best performer, right? Because he's a rookie. And so same thing with
Yeah.
us. We cannot depend on a rookie no matter what Dalton's ceiling is right now. That's a separate case for the
Ah,
entire for what the entire team is supposed to be about because there's steps to success. Dalton Connect cannot be our third best
bro,
player for
stop
80
stop
for 80.
posting this shit on the TL.
No, he
Not
can't. He
Trey.
can't.
Fuck out of here.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Post some bullshit. Go ahead, show.
Shub.
Hey, am I tripping or has AD not been hooping since D'Lo went to the bench?
That we could talk about that too. It's just trends. It's up and down.
Ah.
And
No
also,
one's
I
denying
want to say
that.
one thing about
Where's the got you moment?
Hey,
Go ahead,
look
Lino.
it up.
Go ahead,
Just
Lino,
look it
real quick.
up.
Oh fuck.
I want to say something. Hold on. I want to say something real quick. It's funny you say that, G Book, because that's also like that also was a very fickle thing. Like JJ moving Cam to like, this is not a Cam Reddish's bad thing. I'm not trying to get on Cam Reddish. What I'm saying is like oh JJ's like oh we're gonna bench Cam Reddish and oh my god our defense is all of a sudden gonna get better. No, bro. There's a reason why like there's a reason why Cam is the the player that he is. The reason why he's in the position that he is as a player. I think it was very like because Darvinham did the same shit last year, and people were expecting JJ to make something that's like broken. And he was expecting to come and make magic happen, and it just there's no coach, there's no two superstars that are being asked to do those things. So just be serious, guys,
Yeah.
please.
If in my opinion, if we were to talk about like the Lakers in terms of synergy and in terms of consistency and the buzzword, right? We went into a whole season trying to surround ourselves with this buzzword, continuity, right? So if we look back, in my opinion, the 2023 playoff run, I think we had fresh energy, a group of 3 guys that came in a trade, and we got hot at a very, very, very favorable time in the season. And I think our top 7 guys, top 8 guys, including Dennis Schroeder, those 3 guys we traded for in the starting lineup, and our starting lineup in particular, got hot at the right time and gelled extremely well. and LeBron and AD were able to take their games again to play off new heights, and we were able to make the Western Conference Finals. We then went into the next season around continuity, rightfully so, without using hindsight, knowing that we had cracked something and this lineup has worked. Since then, players in that lineup have regressed. And the reason we know that they've regressed is because two coaches now have either benched certain players in that lineup and decided to bring them off the bench for an extended period of time, or bring other guys into their spots in the starting lineup. So when you talk about synergy and you look around the league at what is working and the guys with the best records and things like that, the Lakers have not found that synergy this season. Someone can count how many starting lineup changes have we had so far this season. That's not really normal thing to do, but every time I think about the Lakers top 10, top 11, not to bring, what people are thinking about this, but dude, our basketball team is like a Billboard Hot 100 chart, bro. Like it is constant shuffling up and down with our top two guys remaining our top two guys, but nobody else can seem to get on that same page and spark that same synergy we have with our top two guys that we had 2 seasons ago in that playoff run, right? So all that being said, that is reason 1,127 why we need to shake shit up and we need to get guys that complement our guys' skill sets well, because guys are regressing and we don't have time to appease them and wait for them to get better in this championship window, right? Everyone's so sick of D'Lo, the up and downs with D'Lo. I'll just call it by name, and I think people are coming around to Rui. Not trying to overly criticize, but I think we can recognize what Rui is as a baseline player, and what we have a big enough sample size to determine what you're going to get out of Rui Hachimura on a night-to-night basis and D'Angelo Russell on a night-to-night basis. And I think the fan base has decided that it's best to move on sooner rather than later, with one player more than the other, clearly. So to find that synergy again is why it's so urgent, because other teams are doing it and other teams are getting ahead in the standings. And, if we're trying to even get there, even in the conversation there, then that's what needs to happen. So that's just kind of what I recognize, from this team. It's amazing. To my original point, it's amazing that Dalton had this amazing streak. It's amazing that AD was playing so phenomenal, but now things are coming back to earth and realize what we have. The roster is forever going to be the roster, and everyone comes down to earth at some point, and that's why we talked about earlier. The law of averages, we're going to come around. So it just depends what these guys want to do, what decisions they make upstairs. We just got to wait for it. Lebon, we appreciate it, bro. I'm going to keep it moving. Duke Nation, it's on you, bro. Your thoughts on tonight?
Oh shit.
I mean, is it? I mean, it's the same old story. I mean, it's kind of funny to me because like people will shit on LeBron, and I mean, like Ron said, he has been awful, and like I think we all can agree. But the funny thing is like I never really see people besides really like the main people talk about like how bad like Rui, D'Lo, even though D'Lo's been playing well, Gabe Vincent, I never really hear anybody say anything when they play like shit besides like the people that's like in our main chat. But Max Christie is getting paid $8 million, and he really has not shown anything worth that type of money. Gabe Vincent is terrible. You're really relying on Don Connect, who again he's a rookie, so like what do you really expect? Like you're not gonna expect him to just be consistent every game. And then you got Austin Reeves, who again like he can be so some nights. Then you got LeBron and AD. If they're not putting up 30 and 10 every night, or LeBron was on that triple double, if they're not doing that, then this is what's going to happen. So, like, for y'all to really say that LeBron is quote unquote washed and LeBron needs to take a break, he really can't. LeBron really got to play 82, because if he don't play all 82, we going to get blown the fuck out like we did tonight. The nigga had 12 points. He was just terrible on the court. AD was terrible too. So it's like I don't understand. Like people keep saying they want LeBron or AD to take a break. It's like they really can't, because if they take a break, we're gonna lose, and we're not in a position, especially right now, with us being the eighth seed or whatever. Like we're not in a position for that. So I don't understand why I see on the TL or just people consistently just criticize